While Douglas Smythe is off looking at ancient cave art in Spain, but we got a surprise package from Fran and Huxley from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet!
Hey, y'all, if you want to know where the coolest kids in the world are on Wednesday and Saturday mornings, they're in our live chat, the Whiff Pack. Come on in and say hi. We'd love to meet you and find out where you're from and what you're shaving with this week.
We would. All right. So, for our mention today, it is officially summer, and we caved, and we got a few Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements EDPs, and you'll see why this is the first one we're going to show you.
If we love the scent, we get the splash, but if we really love the scent, we'll grab the EDP. I think this is number 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And this is the Beach from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. So, y'all, in the aftershave splash, the concentration of scent oil is about 10 to 15%. In an eau de toilette, it goes up to about 20, 25%. And in an eau de parfum, which this is, they go to 30% and above. And y'all, a fantastic intensity, a great atomizer that just gives you a tiny little psst, but it stays all day, y'all. Beautiful, and a great accompaniment to the soap and the splash if you want to do the trifecta for the day.
So for our soap today, this is another one to add to our den, but it is new for everyone to add.
Y'all, we have no idea what's hiding in this box, but I guarantee you there are some mysteries and wonders in store for us today. So let's meet this brand new soap. Oh, but this is different. In Walnut Creek, California, there was a Crabtree and Evelyn store for many years, so I am familiar with this.
Okay,
but
I don't
not
know
with
if I
how
am.
it smells or the fact that they even made cologne.
No.
This is exciting. Okay, from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
Crabapple and Newton is an homage to the Crabtree and Evelyn for Men fragrance line, which was first introduced in 1984 and ran for a number of years into at least the 1990s. It's unclear to me exactly when it was discontinued, as the brand has changed hands several times since 1996. And along with those changes, there were adjustments to the product line as well. I have always appreciated the creative imagery and the fragrances this brand crafted back in the 80s and 90s. They were offering something different and something truly unique.
Try something different. The For Men fragrance is its own homage to the ancient spice routes and captures the essence of these legendary paths of commerce and cultural exchange with its balanced blend of warm spices and floral notes. The addition of sandalwood and patchouli in the base create a warm, woody undertone, adding richness and depth. It's an exotic and intriguing fragrance with a touch of mystery, moodiness, and adventure woven into its composition.
The spice routes were a vast network of trade routes journeyed by sea that connected distant civilizations, igniting the exchange of goods and ideas, and captivating the senses with exotic aromas and flavors. From the bustling ports of Venice to the far-flung reaches of Asia and across North Africa, the spice routes carved a maze of pathways, winding through empires, kingdoms, and the spaces in between, carried by the sea and salt wind.
Along these ancient ways, we find many of the fundamental notes of perfumery. As time moved on and empires rose and fell, the allure and enchantment of the spices themselves endured.
Wow. This is the type of fragrance that feels right for any time of year and for any kind of adventure. Enjoy, Fran. Well, adventure, we come.
I am so excited, and I'm excited because Douglas and Fran know which scents need to come back. And if this was an artisan that was making something different in the 80s, I'm already a giant fan of all the different branches of scents that the 80s was creating already. Like, the 80s was about doing something different, so...
But this is about kind of spices, too, which is a new lane? I don't know.
Spices that were so amazing, guys were willing to break camp and travel thousands of miles just to trade for them? Y'all, let's unbox this little wonder. The little surprise boxes from Douglas and Fran. Oh, there's my favorite foamy paper.
And we may
This is my first look at the label.
But it's also...
Look at that! Usually when we get them to send up a review, they're not hollow labels. Thank you, Douglas and Fran. This is awesome because we are collectors at heart, too.
3 legs, right?
And he's got the fish from Cain. Look, the fish from Cain.
What does that mean? Is it a clue? I don't know.
Mysteries and wonders.
Crabapple and Newton.
And inside my pressure foam
and there's a cube on there. There's lots of things here.
Cube on there. It's how you know you were brought to a parallel dimension.
Yeah.
This is new. Did I open this
booby
upside down? I opened it upside down.
Clearly, after 300 soaps, you think we figured this
New
out.
soap day. You can't be trusted. All right, here we go.
Take
See,
two.
I should have known that the special confetti wasn't in the
Right.
bottom of it.
Come on, Marcus, get it
There's
together.
a wall of concrete.
Maybe we need some more coffee. Okay, let's see. Wrong side. They get to see it first. Let's see. Oh.
Yo! Look at that! Some fig Newton friends. Oh, I love this. Oh, I'm so excited.
Right? Something's hidden there. I need a magnifying glass.
There might be a hieroglyph.
Is that? Something's happening.
On his butt.
It might be.
Right on his butt. Okay,
Something's
y'all.
happening.
Hold on. It is time for a Newtony first impression.
There's 2 rights and a left.
2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left. All right, y'all, knowing that this could be anything, I am going to completely take the coward's way out and make her go first. All right, so I'm going to ask you some questions.
Oh, man. Okay, even by just the label and this, and then go off what's written on the sales page, this really could be, I'm assuming spicy, but I'll know.
Who
I
knows?
have no idea.
I love the holo label. If you are one of the first 50 who purchase a set, you get a special limited edition holo label, yo.
So I'm assuming there might be some apple and spices, but I could be very wrong.
Who knows?
First assumptions usually do not go well.
Newton,
with these.
the apple, gravity, Da Vinci Code. I mean, it's all in there. Who knows?
Could be anything.
All right, let's see what we get. Open it up.
Okay, let's see. Oh.
Oh.
Give me a second. Something. At first I thought I had it, and then it went clean on me, and I was like,
Oh.
hold on.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
So I'm not getting hit with apple.
Okay.
Right away.
Okay.
That does not. I'm getting some kind of a spicy, masculine floral, and then it turns kind of cleanish, almost soapy-ish.
Oh.
Not powdery.
Nice.
It's very. It's like a lighter, airier scent. It's not like a deep spice.
Oh, nice. And then, like, how long into it does it take that turn? Like, pretty immediately, or like a little ways in?
About halfway through my whiff.
Nice. And then how much does it change? 20%? 40%?
I don't know. Each whiff, I'm getting little new things. But there is a little masculine front. Like, I know
Okay.
it's for men line. That's happened at the beginning.
Very nice.
But it's not a dark, deep sense.
Right.
Like, I almost get like dried leaves or dried woods or something. And then when it switches to more clean, there's something sweeter that pops out.
With apologies to Art Love, is there petrichor in there?
No, we are good.
All right.
No petrichor.
You're good, buddy. Okay, so here we go. What else? Is there like a primary note? Is there like this is kind of the gist of it.
I don't know. It could okay. Knowing it's more 80s, 90s.
Right.
I do get a little bit of that throwback. I don't want to say it's an aftershave-y hit, but I do get a little kind of a cologne-ish going on.
Gotcha.
But it is not one that we have in our den before.
Oh.
I don't think we have one that's very close to this, which is kind of fun.
Right.
It's a different vibe. Like it is a lighter side of a green, of a spice, of a something. And then it switches to be a little sweeter. I don't know what's making the sweet happen. It's not the apple side that I'm really getting hit by.
Right.
But I get like a dried wood or something. So something about the tree.
Right.
Like, I get, like when you step on green leaves, but they crunch.
Yeah. All right, well, pass it over.
I am very curious what you're going to say.
I'm
because,
willing to jump in the pool and help you out here.
I
Let's see what
don't
happens.
think we have something like this, but let's see what Marcus's nose
All right.
says. Mm-hmm. Maybe if you take a whiff, you might have known someone that have worn this. I don't think I did, but it smells nice. I don't think I really knew someone.
Mostly the theater people I grew up with didn't wear anything to rehearsals except for Susie, who wore patchouli.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. First impression, new release. Let's see what happens here.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's a very clean cologne. It smells of luxury.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
a
know
good
how.
word.
Because there's like clean and then there's like money.
Expensive clean?
Money. You know what I mean? It just, you smell so good that you can't get that clean without a special type of attachment in your shower that costs $20,000. And then, oh, you know what's funny? I love this because in this one, equal but opposite noses. Because for me,
funny.
it started clean and then I found the spices. But the spices, Here's the cool thing. I was kind of expecting the spices to hit me kind of like bracing, kind of like, like, I don't know, resin or kind of like a stone or something like that. But the way the spices hit, my brain showed me the comfort of the old 1980s powder Mr. Bubble bath. And I'm not entirely sure. It was not, I think it was a cotton candy flavoring to the bubble bath. So it was like bubble bath plus cotton candy. And it was the kind that gave you like massive urinary tract infections. But hold on. But it was totally worth it. It was totally worth it. When you get down to the spices for me, they are spices that are so beautiful, but gentle that they remind me of the corners of that bubble bath. And then the cleanness part of it. You know, it is a woody. It's a woody clean. It's not a spicy clean that hits you first. And I think that's where part of the glory of this comes in, is it's kind of like the wood meets the spices, and they're really different. Now, spices come from wood. I mean, cinnamon comes from the bark of trees and stuff. But they're different enough to where there's a definite line to where one starts and the other stops. And what I love about this, it's kind of blurred that line. Yeah. So, like, it's funny. I started in one and went to the other. You started in the other and went back to the one. Whoa. So I wonder if this is just kind of a pendulum.
Right. Or like whatever your nose finds is like the key to the next part. Or I don't know. It's like your little way in.
And somehow 25% is that fantastic childhood bubble bath for me. I'm not sure.
That's funny. I don't know. There is a sweetness in there, but it's a new sweetness. It's not one that we normally have. So I don't know exactly how it's being created. And I don't know how I know it's still a masculine scent. Like, is it a woodsy? Like, how is that coming through?
It's commanding.
I'm with you.
So like, it is. It knows its identity. There's no monkey business about this, and it's commanding. However, it's commanding in a way that's like comforting and gentle, because you can be commanding and gentle at the same time. I think the best bosses in the world are sort of commanding and gentle.
There is a little safety in there, like a trusting factor. I don't know what it is, but it's there.
Well, like I met the captain of the Disney boat once when we were on the ship, right? And that kind of quality, right? Definitely, I mean, master and commander. The guy's driving a city worth $20 billion. But he just had this like slightly jovial nature to him, where it was definitely a captain, and he was going to shake your hand and you know, do ship's business. But you could also tell there was a little glint in his eye. And that's what this is. I mean, after all, it was the Disney boat, not an MSC boat, right? So kind of like that, you know?
Yeah, it's funny. I do get more of that 80s, 90s vibe. Right. But I don't know what's creating that, because it's not something that we really have hit much. I can't tell if it's a wood. I can't tell if it's like a dried spice that's different to us. But there's something in the beginning, at least for me, that takes me in. And then it switches to the sweet, kind of clean side. I don't know what that is, but it's wonderful.
There is an herb in this that might be, and it's in the background, that might be a little bit sagey.
Yeah, I get the green color in mind.
At the very end of all of it, just kind of reminds you, hold on, don't get too whimsical now. Don't let that glint in your eye get too bright. We're going to throw a little sage in here just to keep it a little dapper, to keep it a little more grown up and distinguished, right?
But I think overall what I'm getting is like, it's made with real things. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, it is a real wood. It is a real tree. It is a spice. There's something that's real about it.
Supernatural smelling that they've taken. Yeah. An actual oil flower.
Something like that. Like, it's real to me. I don't know if that makes sense.
Right. You know what I love too about PAA is the width and breadth of what they can accomplish, because we just reviewed firework, brimstone,
totally opposite,
gunpowder. There's even sulfur in it, right? Meant to be a whimsical novelty scent. And then 2 days later, this arrives, and it's just this most gentle, sort of magical, dapper, distinguished, commanding, gentle 1980s grandfather ship captain type.
There you go.
Are you kidding me with this? And it's not a vibe. It's a personality for me.
It is.
This.
And I was trying to think if I could pick out any of the scent notes, but I think we've done the best we can. Like, I don't know if there's anything else, because we did not look. I'm curious.
You know, this is also really important, because I think in my favorite dishes, and I had one last night, you can't really tell what's in it. Like, it was an Asian sticky rib sauce that I make. And I even have to like remind myself of the recipe, because when you taste it, you have no clue that there's ketchup in that. You have no clue that there's oil in that. You have no clue that there's soy sauce in that. You would never find them in a million years, because the identity of what comes through in the actual sauce is so amazing. In fact, when I'm making it, like, and I'm tasting it as I make it, I'm like, no, it needs more of this. No, it needs more of this.
It's mad
and
scientist.
As soon as I put the last dab of the last thing in, the recipe just goes, ta-da! And then that's my sauce. That's my sauce. So I am not surprised that my brain is unable to pick out individual scent notes.
No, I'm with you. I think that's good.
Because the dish that it's creating has its own beautiful identity that's so strong and so much better than any of the individual scent notes. They just go away. Right. And that's what you're left with.
I feel like anything we read, we're going to believe. Because at this point, I don't know what I can't really pick it out. We're just guessing.
One way to find out. Let's read the sales page. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at PhoenixArtisanAccoutrements.com.
All right, here are our top notes. Oh, citrus.
Love that, because it could be anything from orange to pineapple to who knows.
Right? Maybe it's more orange blossomy or something. It's gentle.
Or the rind of the orange, maybe. Or dried orange peel, kind of a sense to it, maybe.
Interesting. It may not even be a normal citrus that we're used to.
Right.
Oh, this makes sense now.
Pine, eucalyptus. Beautiful. It's not the pine from like Polo Green. It's not like an evergreen pine. It's just kind of used as like the outskirts of the pine as a cleanliness, I think.
Yeah, and it's just enough for you to know that it's woodsy.
Right.
You know, if that makes sense.
The eucalyptus too. I think it's just meant to give like a wisp of like a clean vibe. Does that make sense? Because I don't get like evergreen or pine from this. I don't really even get a menthol from this. So I think the pine and eucalyptus are being used very judiciously to sort of just add a slight breeze and a slight cleanness to it in pairing with the citrus.
Because it's not making it a heavier, darker scent at all. You know, it's not that's not how it's being used.
Right.
And middle notes, spice.
Love it.
That's all we get.
Figure it out. And then
ginger, which makes sense. I do get that, like a gentle side for sure. And then same thing. It just says floral. It's a secret. Yes, we were right, but we don't know.
Absolutely. And ginger's funny that it sort of sits between, in this list, the spice and the floral, because it does have a flower. It is a spice. It's spicy. Ginger, like raw ginger, that'll kind of burn your tongue kind of stuff, right? It's beautiful in cooking. It does sort of have a floral essence to it. Cool. And then this is kind of where it shines, because for me, the scent has a way of showing you the bottom notes and then hiding them again, and then showing them to you and then hiding them again. And the bottom notes of
wood, just straight up
again,
wood.
It's got to be cedar.
They're keeping secrets today.
And then
oak moss,
love it.
Sandalwood, another one we like, and then patchouli in there too.
Barbershop quartet going on. In here. Y'all, this is beautiful. And what I love about the darks, they're just sitting in the balance in this perfect way of sometimes they are totally there and sometimes they're a little bit hidden and then they're back and then they're hidden. Y'all, these whiffs do kind of amazing things.
Really
this is like the mood ring of scents.
Oh, I'm with you. Cause like smell for the ginger.
Yeah.
Just let that be your key in for a second.
Right. Even a florally ginger, but it's there.
And then smell for just the pine.
All right. Wow.
So it's like every whiff, it is a little different. Like I'm going back to our first whiffs earlier. Like we both had to be like, wait a second. I think that's why.
The pine here is like reverb in music. It is just turned up till you can barely hear it, and then it's turned down a tiny bit from there, just so that it's there sort of as a pad.
It's like the other stuff can come out more because it has that one little note of the pine.
Right. It's not meant to be forward in the pine or the eucalyptus. It's meant to have those open the door so the others can be better sensed, right? Like our vanilla cologne that you really couldn't even sense the vanilla unless they put a little bit of orchid in it, something for the scent and your nose to sort of grab onto. And
I was just going to say, if we leather.
And why don't you tell them about that?
So this is my newest brush from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Astraeus, I think is how you say it. Yeah. But it's my new little square one to hold on to, and it fits in my little hands just very nicely.
And we noticed the Atomic Rocket got a co-release with a fan knot. So the original hybrid knot is still available, and you can get the fan knot too. So I'm going to be probably hidden over there.
So clearly we need to get more brushes from Phoenix.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow.
I know we never comment on lather here at the Barbershop Duet, but this is just going a little too far here, y'all.
I can control it. Okay.
All right, y'all. So in honor of Isaac Newton, this is the Atlantis whiff. On 3, 1, 2. Oh.
Right? Oh. Something's happening here.
It's so funny. I expected it to be apple. I guess just because it's Isaac Newton, right? And because I've seen Da Vinci Code 100 times.
But it's not. There is no apple.
It branches out into the spicy and then it stops almost like right before John Wayne territory, but it's cumulative. So it's got all of the charm of everybody leading up to John Wayne in his neckerchief. And then it just stops like right there before it gets so masculine that it's going to be a son of Katie Elder.
It's just, I still can't get over that mystery of the sweet that's happening.
I know.
I don't know if it's a citrus, a floral, a ginger, a spice. Like the wood could be sweet. Like I don't know. Right. It's something new. It's not one that I can just pick, which I kind of like, but how can it be so masculine and still have that sweet?
I think it's being done with the eucalyptus and the oak moss.
Okay.
And a little bit of the sandalwood. So hold on.
I have no idea.
And then the rest of this is sort of the florals that are sort of binding together. And then the wood and patchouli are sort of there to hold the door open on your way out. So hold on. Take just a whiff of this. Thank you. And smell for the eucalyptus, the oak moss, and then just a little bit of their little friend, the sandalwood. Okay, so ready? Here we go.
Okay.
And
yeah, I still have no idea. But there is something mysterious because each of these, like the top notes just has citrus. That's all it's left for.
Right,
Middle
right.
notes, there is that mystery of floral
Right.
or spice. We don't know what those are. And then bottom notes is just wood as like the simple one. So there gotta be something in here that's unlocking that they need to keep a secret because clearly it's working.
Yep.
We don't need to know what they are, but they're there.
And as you said, really smart. It's a medium intensity, but it's a lighter scent.
Yeah,
So
like on the
these
scent scale.
notes, right. These notes are not loud instruments. You know what I mean?
No.
The piccolo is the loudest instrument in the orchestra. It's really tiny and it's like this piercing whistle. Yeah. These notes are softer.
There's something about this smell that really does make me want to go sit in the shade of a really nice tree and like have a picnic or read a book. Like there's just something nice and calming. Like there's a little breeze in the air happening. I don't know. That's just where it's taking me. If that helps.
And then, ow, that apple just hit you on the head. So we're going to have to take this a little bit deeper. Distant cousin to Lapidus Porum. I'm not sure if it's Lapidus or Lapidu or whatever, but it's that. A little bit of wisp of that cologne for me.
Interesting. It's taking me to whole new places. I really like that I cannot pin it to anything we've smelled before.
And you know, we do have the splash. There may be a few extra mysteries and wonders hiding in this. Is it masculine or feminine for you?
Well, it's funny because I really at the beginning was getting more masculine, and now that I'm smelling it in the lather, it's not as overwhelmingly masculine as it was.
Well, the florals are coming out a little more.
Right, and the sweet side. Oh, it's gonna be a good
One
day.
piece, y'all. Send your congratulations to we sent you at the Barbershop
I feel like that's like
Duet.com.
opening a fortune cookie.
I know, that's awesome. Okay, here we go. So you ready?
Okay, want it to be totally different here. Oh, no, hey.
Oh.
Yeah?
Got it.
Okay, I was hoping that would happen.
Okay, here's what my brain showed me. There are just ways that like florals and woods can click together.
Interesting.
Right? Right. So hold on. There's this way and there's this way and there's this way that florals and woods can click together. Y'all, they have kind of found a way that when you put these two things together, you don't see that line of demarcation. It's like the woods have become florals. The florals have become woods. And I think that's why this is so interesting. That pendulum sensation we were getting at the beginning of just going back and forth between one scent to the other. Yeah. I think that's why I think this perfumer has figured out a way to take that line between woods and florals and literally erase it. And which makes sense because that's why you can't find the sweet. Right. You know why? Because it's done with both. And are you getting that more in the splash?
A little bit. It's funny that whiff that I just took from here took me to like a really fancy Nordstrom's dressing room.
Right.
Like, cause you were saying a smell of luxury earlier and I'm like, yeah, it does. It has just that like different tier to it. Oh, I'm getting a little amber something happening.
Y'all.
What's just happened?
This smells like money. I have had one aunt who was ridiculously rich, left none of it to us. Ridiculously rich. And when she did not wear perfume, I used to ask her like, But just something about her vibe, something about all the products she did wear, something about the food she ate, something about the place where she lived. Just you put that all together to she just had this beautiful, subtly sweet sense of luxury to her when you give her a hug. And for me, I love scents that are like that because they don't have to prove themselves. They just are beautiful and luxurious and clean without the need to have to prove it or even put a single scent note in your face that's going to be the one that you grab onto. No, this is just trusting its vibe. And I love this.
Wow, it's different in the splash.
Yeah.
It's okay, back
different.
to a little more masculine here.
Right.
And that woodsy side and ambery kind of vibe, right?
And it's only like 30% of the wood. It's like they've gone in molecularly and taken it out because I'm getting whiffs of mahogany. I'm getting whiffs of cedar. I'm getting whiffs of those things, but it's not the full thing. It doesn't end with those scents. Like, so I think it's just part of those woods. Would you agree?
It's almost like the tree's inside out now.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
Right.
But like, does it smell the same on me? Like if you smell?
Oh, no. The spice is a little bit different, but again, her body chemistry is a little bit different than my garlic and fish symphony that's happening over here. Oh. Yeah, a little bit more of that woody cleanliness to it. Funny, a little less floral, I think, on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think I have more of the floral.
Yeah, and more of like it's not amber, but it's almost like a honey. It's something sweet that's
it's
not...
like a honey rose jasmine, I think, in the floral. I think
that
with a tiny bit of carnation. And again, it's not the prominent note, but I love that, like the flower on the lapel. You have to look for it. You have to lean in to smell it, right? This is the kind of thing that'll get you longer hugs. So it's pretty simple. Y'all just be Isaac Newton to be pretty sure that you have figured out a recipe for the philosopher's stone for eternal life. And it's pretty simple. All you're going to do is take a little dash of this, a pinch of that, and a little too much mercury, so you're going to go out of your mind. But you got your own! So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com. Or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful.
I'm back from my shave with Crabapple and Newton, and boy, was it enjoyable. I have to say, I just had it while I was taking a bath, and I could smell it. And then when I lathered it up, it even got more potent. And then when I used the splash, it really stayed with me for a while. And our friend Melinda came over, and she used to work at a mall. And next door to where she worked was a actual Crabtree and Evelyn store. And she would go there during her lunch breaks. And she took one whiff of this, and she said she was transported to that time where she got to go to it. And it was exact. She was just astonished that you could get that close. So good on you, Douglas and Fran. This apparently smells exactly like it, and I have to say I will be back to this soon. Thank you.
Welcome to Messages!
So you need to get in on this Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements fun with us, so we decided to offer a $20 gift card to give away to you!
Yeah! All you have to do is be a subscriber here to the Barbershop Duet on YouTube and send an email so we can get back to you at WeSentYou@theBarbershopDuet.com. Check back on August 3rd to see if you are our lucky winner!
Best of luck!
Subtle, dapper, distinguished, commanding.
Mm-hmm. There's still a little sweetness in the lather side over here.
There is.
I'm not sure if that mystery is, but I'm really digging it. But even in the splash, there was like a whole nother tier that we didn't even realize was there.
You know, the more I get to know it, the more my brain can't decide if it's a super deep wood or a super sweet floral. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what's giving it its charm.
But there's like that mystery spice in the middle.
Right in the middle. But I think it's because it goes so deep and then it goes so sweet that you like try to find the average and there's not one. And that's why I think it keeps throwing you back and forth in between them.
And I don't think this is one of those scents like the more you wear it, it would like that anything pokey would come out or something.
No.
I feel like it would really kind of navigate the day with you in a good way. I'm so
glad you said that. This is the anti-pokey. There's not a single note in here that would ever even grow up to be pokey. So yeah, y'all, if when you get super hungry, your colognes sometimes make you a little bit nauseous, this is your solution.
Right, and I feel like as the day goes, you get to know it in a new way, but there's so many parts to even try and figure this out. I don't know if you can.
I'm already discovering it in different ways, just having smelled it for 50 minutes as we're making this episode.
I know, well, after the shave, maybe we'll see if we have a better answer. We can put it on before a walk or something, see how it brews with the day.
Oh, now that would be fun. Mm-hmm. And Douglas, Fran, and Huxley, thank you so much for sending this out to us for free to review. We so appreciate you believing in our little show.
We really do. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
Oh, you'll smell more inspired just watching this.